On a trip abroad, the Prime Minister speaking for the first time about negotiations at home for a new oil pipeline to northwest BC.
Those discussions are ongoing. They have been constructive. There is a prospect of an agreement. It's not yet finalized.
A source tells CBC News that agreement on Alberta's energy future is expected to be signed on Thursday, and that Mark Carney is open to approving a pipeline that carries crude oil to the BC coast, then on to points in Asia. The federal government is also weighing exemptions to the Trudeau-era BC oil tanker ban that blocks ships from carrying that product.
It just makes no sense to me that we're not at the table.
All of this is news to the BC Premier. David Eby says he's been left out of talks on a project that could run right through his province.
This project that just has no economic sense to it and is not being advanced by anyone other than a politician that, frankly, is in political trouble at home.
That's a shot at Smith, who is urging naysayers to get out of the way.
A lot of people wrap themselves in the flag talking about how much they support Canada and want to work together. And then when it comes right down to it, not everybody lives up to that commitment.
Some BC First Nations are also diametrically opposed, fearful a potential oil spill could ruin their pristine part of the province.
This is our home. We rely upon a healthy ocean to sustain our way of life, and adding oil tankers to this is just not something that we can support.
Still, Alberta's former premier says the risk is worth it, especially with Canada's economy under threat.
That would be generating something in the range of $25 billion of additional value. With the big trade challenges coming from south of the border, I think we have to do things like this.
If Ottawa gives this pipeline the green light, it would be another example of the Prime Minister doing a 180 on his predecessor's policies. Justin Trudeau pushed through the tanker ban and proposed an emissions cap on the oil and gas sector. Carney seems determined to go in a different direction.
And what about the Liberal caucus? Do they support this project?
Some Liberal MPs are skittish about building a new oil pipeline, telling us they want to see Indigenous buy-in and an agreement with BC before anything goes ahead. Others are leery of the possible political consequences, even as polls suggest a majority of British Columbians support a pipeline like this one. Ian?
JP Tasker in Ottawa.